And I believe you've all been provided this, but some of the things that you've been told that these were not connected to the internet. All you have to do is look in this. Chapter 5 basically talks about opening an election project. And I'll scroll down here. There are several different areas where connecting these systems to the internet are mentioned. Chapter 5 being the first place. Opening an election project. If you're creating a project for the first time, enter the network parameters, enter all the data required, the EMS applications, the server host, the IP address and name, the name of the EMS. This is the communication ports in the system. Further down on chapter 6. Resetting removable medium, loading results from the directory, results loading, and 6.5. Sorry, I'm scrolling there, but this talks about how the RTR, the results tabulating machine, can automatically load results from 2 predefined locations. The results directory from central scanning and the uploaded results directory. So these are all pathways in the network, how these items communicate. And I can go on and on in chapter 13 about defining transfer points and exporting results. Chapter 14, the results tabulating devices have an exposed surface to which remote clients can communicate. And then as recently as last week at the Senate hearing, one of your election supervisors had an issue that couldn't be resolved. The poll pads as well as the tabulators were coded for the wrong voting location. She was able to call Colorado. They remoted into her poll pads and her tabulating devices and changed the polling precincts. So from the beginning, the fallacy that these are air gapped, that these are not connected to the internet, is false. And I would just submit to you, I've got a list of things that look through the operator's manual on how these systems are manipulated. There's a lot more that we could go through in the operator's manual, but if you'd indulge me, I'd like to show you a video from Fulton County. I'm sorry, Coffee County, Georgia, with one of your own.
I'd just like to jump in here real quick. When we show any video, want to remind everybody, committee and presenters, that we don't need to use names, please.
Okay, I believe the lady in this video is self-identified, but we can disregard that. So, okay.
Do you see this? There's this movie
Is there supposed to be audio here?
Sorry, is there no audio coming through?
There is no audio coming through.
Can I get the, Camille, could I send the URL to you and play it from your end? There's audio on this end.
Somehow I feel encouraged. This is really good stuff.
I'll put the link into the moderator, and hopefully she can play from that end and maybe have audio.
Call Jason after this. We should try to get this on Newsmax, on IAN.
Yeah.
And on
You send it to Camille, we can get it.
Unshare and then reshare.
Okay, I just sent it to Camille.
The hearings in Georgia today.
We need to. Mr. Smith, are we gonna be able to get that, do you think, or are we, I think there's interest.
The video copy.
If you could somebody can send the YouTube video to our video guy here, he can do it.
Would you like me to, I can put it in the chat.
We've got Video Services is now telling me that they will play it.
Okay.
Somebody's didn't go through. Well, when you look at it, it's tore, so we're gonna set it to the side because we're gonna have to look at it with the review panel. Okay? So now in the ICC system, I'm going to tell it whether I want to discard the whole batch or I want to accept the batch. So I don't see anything wrong with what went through, so I'm automatically going to accept it. All right? So it just told me that I have scanned a total of 16 ballots, but there's really 14 because I did 2 before y'all all got in here to play with it. Okay, so now I'm going over to the RTR system to see if I can find my ballots. Well, here are the ballots that just come through for batch number 3, and it's telling me that they're in adjudication. Adjudication is where I can go. There's my ballots for batch 3. Let me make sure that's them. So I'm gonna tell it to refresh because it should be a 4th ballot. I mean 4th batch, not 3rd batch. So it takes it a few minutes to get over here. There it is. Okay. So now it should be in adjudication. There's my 4th batch. For some reason, every one of those, it sent them through. Every one of those. So did anybody overvote their ballot? Nope. Nobody overvoted?
I did.
You did not?
Did not.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to overvote. And why not? Let's just do, a star.
And overvote, what do you mean by overvote?
Overvote is when if there is
You vote for multiple parties.
multiple people in a section where it says only vote for one.
Okay.
So now this is a new batch of ballots that's come in. We're going to scan them again. We're going to scan the second batch.
So you're scanning the same ballots twice. It's already been scanned once.
I've already scanned them once.
Yeah, so you're scanning the same ballot.
Same ballots twice.
So it'll scan the same ballots two
Twice.
times. Okay.
And I went and remarked them. So here they go. It just accepted every one of them. Every one of them went through the system. So I'm gonna say, okay, yeah, I want to accept them. It doesn't show me that anything really went wrong with it. So now we're gonna go back over to RTR and let's see and wait on them to come through. Because normally I don't do the adjudication until all ballots have been ran. So it's already sitting there for me.
So you should have 5 batches of ballots.
Right,
On
I
this
will,
upload.
yeah, when these uploads, I will have 5. There it is, the 5th batch.
Okay.
It's pending adjudication.
Sure.
So that means there's something that needed to go to adjudication.
Uh-huh.
So now I'm gonna go to adjudication. There's my, it hadn't pulled over. There's my batch. I want to adjudicate it right here. This is one that I did right before y'all got here. So we're gonna go and say we're gonna complete this one just like it is. But if you look, here is a vote that is double voted. It's overvoted. I don't know if when I hit complete, is it going to accept a vote for both candidates? Or is it, since there's a red box around it, is it going to reject it altogether? I don't know. So I'm going to say it's complete. I could also say hide the box. The box went away. There's a check mark. Did it accept the check mark? I don't know. But I'm going to say nothing needs to be changed. Okay?
Does it tell you what it does after you
No, sir.
hit complete?
No, sir. I'm going to say, I want to take it. No, wait just a minute. I want to go and, I think I want to vote for Jason Shaw. They didn't vote that ballot a while ago. There wasn't nothing there. I think we need to vote for him. And I'm going to complete it. Confirm ballot saved, move to next ballot. Okay. So it pulls up the next ballot that needs to be adjudicated.
So you made a vote for someone where someone did not vote.
I did, didn't I?
And you're the election supervisor?
I'm the election supervisor. I am the person that sits and does the adjudication. Yes, sir.
Go back to the Trump and Biden race and decide, since both are marked, you just count one of them and not count the other one? Can you
Let's
decide
see. Yep, sure can.
that?
I think I want to vote for Biden. Let's let Biden win this one.
So what you put supersedes whatever.
Uh-huh.
So you,
But I decided this Al, he don't deserve no votes. Let's not let nobody vote for that. And complete. Okay. Well, here's another one. I don't think any votes need to vote on this ballot. I think this really needs to be just a blank ballot. Complete.
all right, board, I want y'all to step outside with me. Y'all step out. Shut that door.
Mr. Waldron, does it continue?
I believe she's going to show two more things. She's going to show how to vote a blank ballot.
Yeah. And we're gonna shut the door to the Jim's room.
That's an up close view.
We're trying to see the screen. We're trying to see what Misty's doing through a window that looks into her office in the Jim's room. And I can't tell. I'm probably around 7-8 feet max from the screen, and I can't tell what she's doing. Can any of you board members see what Misty's doing?
No. Not accurately.
Okay, so we're all in agreement that while we stepped out of the Jim's room, that there could possibly be some fraud going on behind our back that we have no clue of. Okay. What are you doing in here?
I'm just voting. I'm doing the adjudication. Okay, now I ran a batch of ballots. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna hit it so y'all can see it. Scanning a batch of ballots. Oop, scanner's timing itself out. Wow. Exception found. Fourth ballot scanned, misread ballot, or ballot misread, last four ballots did not count.
So how do you?
So you take it and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, or you say, you can say view the ballot and it's going to show me which one, and then I can go through and find it. Or as I do, I say discard whole batch.
But you could hand pick the ballot that you wanted to come out of that stack.
Uh-huh.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say discard the whole batch, and then I'm going to take the ones that went through that it's told me it stopped on,
Mhm.
and I'm going to take them and set them aside, and then I'm going to rescan the rest of the batch that was scanning. And while that is scanning, I'm going to be going through these ballots, looking to see if I can see why one, oh, there's one. The barcodes, the scanner, the notches wasn't all the way.
Or the scanner could have told me.
So, one more thing is what I want to show you. And this is one that totally bothers me. There is nothing voted on this ballot. Everybody agree? It's a 100% blank ballot. I can go over here and tell it to stop adjudication. And I can tell it to scan and adjudicate all ballots. I can go and vote that blank ballot.
Jones. Mister, can you scan a ballot more than once?
I've just done it.
I'm talking about you just keep scanning.
I just kept scanning that same,
You just keep scanning.
I just scanned the same batches that y'all just voted. I never got any more until that one. See, as I have it right now, I have it to do ambiguous mark and overvotes. It's supposed to do blank ballots. So let's see if it does the blank ballots like it's supposed to. Let's see. It scanned it. I'm going to accept it into the system. And now let's see if it goes over for adjudication. Or And these red lines show me that these batches were adjudicated, that I touched those ballots, that someone touched those ballots. But it does not know that I, Misty Martin, touched those ballots.
So they can be tracked which ones were adjudicated.
It can be tracked, but it cannot be tracked to exactly what ballot it was. Right. So, okay, it sent it to adjudication. And there's my batch, my blank ballot that I want to adjudicate. And I'm going to vote for Doug Collins. I'm going to vote for Bubba. And I am going to complete it. And I just counted that vote.
It works fine for us.
Yeah.
If you intend to be honest, it works fine.
Say that one more time.
I said it works fine for honest people.
Mhm.
Those who intend to do wrong though, certainly can.
That's right. All right, I'm cutting it off.
To the Senate, it's got workarounds in the software that can be manipulated. I'd just like to share one more thing. Will do. So the National Conference of State Legislatures, I believe Georgia is a member of that, has adopted the voting system standards. And this is quite a lengthy document, but the Federal Election Commission voluntary voting system guidelines. I do believe, according to the NCSL, that the state of Georgia has mandated compliance with the federal requirements. The biggest piece of compliance is that voting systems are not able to be manipulated, that a vote shall be represented with the intent of the voter. And this is chapter 2.11 of the voting system standards, security and accuracy. And this is their declarative statements. To ensure vote accuracy, all systems shall record the election contest, candidates, and issues exactly as defined by election officials, record the appropriate options for casting and recording votes, record each vote precisely as indicated by the voter, and produce an accurate report of all votes cast. So in the integrity part, it says that the integrity measures ensure the physical stability and function of the vote recording and counting processes. All systems shall protect against any attempt at improper data entry or retrieval. And I think your own voting officials there in Georgia have just shown that those processes are not possible with the Dominion voting system. So if your own legislature mandated compliance with the voting system standards, based on what you've seen, the ability to change the vote of a Georgia citizen, the ability to negate the vote of a Georgia citizen by voting and accepting a blank ballot, the ability to disenfranchise Georgia citizens by the ability to run ballots through multiple times, it really all underscores the conclusion that you can't certify this election with any degree of certainty that the will of the people of Georgia is accurately represented in this vote. Now, we have developed new technology and new capability to scan the ballot images electronically and determine which of the ballots are fraudulent. Now, machine marked ballots, like the lady did there in Georgia, they're really hard to, that's going to be hard to detect. And you're really weighing in on the individual honesty of the operators or malign actors who gain access to that system illegally or unlawfully. So there are a lot of vulnerabilities. There are ways to at least validate and pull out mail-in ballots that are inaccurate. Those are scanned in, is called part of the scanned ballot image. And the cast vote record is an export function of the Dominion system. So with the cast vote record and the scanned electronic ballot images, the results of those, if there were blank ballots that were processed in and scanned in, you'll be able to tell which ones of those ballots were valid and which ones were invalid. For example, the kinematic features of a mail-in ballot can be detected. So if ballots were scanned through as a whole piece of paper, they weren't folded, they had potentially laser printed voting marks, the kinematic features of the ballot will be able to detect that on mail-in ballots. So there are measures that you can take to ensure that the will of the Georgia people were represented, but I think as you've seen this morning, that's in question.
Well, we're actually over on our time. We only have so much budgeted, and we have some other people that are going to testify after our break to some of the things that we have seen here. So I'm going to ask that we wrap this up. Thank our presenters for this morning, and we will reconvene at 2 o'clock. Mr. Smith, thank you for.
Chairman, could I just real quick just make a few statements, a couple of statements, and then I'll be done.
Very briefly, yes, sir.
Yes.
We have lots of people that would like to comment, but we don't have time for that.
I understand, and I appreciate the chairman and the committee's patience. And this morning, you all have received a copy of the lawsuit with our affidavits, and I just wanted to state that our lawsuit is more low tech, if you will. It is not so much based on the Dominion system. We've got hard facts, sworn testimony, very detailed complaint. 40 code violations are alleged, hard numbers violations. Representative Turner talked about the 15,000 folks, and there are a lot of hard numbers. I would also note that our witness, Mr. Brainerd's information was turned over to the GBI, and we believe we have one of the strongest lawsuits of any that's been brought in the country, and we believe that it's going to show the strong irregularities that have occurred in this state, and we thank you for your time. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Glad you're feeling better. Members of the committee, we will stand in recess or suspend until 2 p.m. Thank you very much.
What do you think, DLR family? Drop a comment below.